Let me tell you, if you go to a party where the people from up north and they play that song and the person doesn't dance or show any emotion, that person has irritations for that wedding. Yes! That person could even be practicing witchcraft. That song is classic. When they play it, it makes you forget about your landlord. Woo! Yolen! I don't know what it means, but I just know pili. You can ask for pili. Yolen, come on, me. Wow! That song is awesome. Happy New Year! Yeah! Good to see you. I love Gulu. I love Gulu so much. East or west, north is best. So true. Yeah. My best friend comes from Palaro. Yeah. I don't have any relatives here from Palaro. And when I came to Gulu, Fabulous gave me the name Okeng. Because I have only sisters. Yeah, if symptoms persist, come, I'll give you one. Well, it's good to be here. Thank you so much, my brother Alex Muhanji. Amazing, and entire Fortbet team. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, Comedy Store should come to Gulu. Yeah, they should visit you. Those guys are the real deal. Wow. What a way to start the year, you know, coming to Gulu. But somehow I was almost confused. When we are coming, you reach that poster which is written on Bobby, not so. And they tell you 31 kilometers to Gulu. I was like, yeah, we are arriving. And then the first signpost I saw started misleading us. It was Makerere High School, Migadi. I said, wait. We left this thing in Luweru. Are we lost? Those signposts are misleading, not so. My friend and I were debating, are we in Migade, are we in Makerere, or are we in Gulu? Until we had to ask one of the people, are we in Gulu? And the good thing about people in Gulu, everybody speaks English. Yeah, I said, yeah. Then they confirmed that we're in what? In Gulu. I said, yeah. That's why signposts are very misleading. I have a neighbor, he has a plot of land. And right in the middle of the land, there's a signpost. This land is not for sale. For more information, call this number. But you've already told me it's not for sale. What else do I want to know? It's not for what? It's not for sale. Why should I call that number? Yeah, those signposts are very misleading. Another time, I go to Wandagera, in the garage. I find a garage with a huge writing. We sell body parts. We sell body parts. And these cannibals. We sell body parts. I said, now these ones are on another level, yeah? Then I went to Bundibujo. Went to a supermarket. And the supermarket, I don't know whether it was intentional or it was an error. They had a huge writing at the supermarket. It was saying, "Do not enter, entrance only." I didn't know they're saying "do not enter," but they're saying it's entrance only. I was like, man, these signposts are so confusing. Yeah. Another time we went with the team and. They are taking us to a familiarization tour in Nigeria, and they took us to the barracks. And you know those Nigerian soldiers? Yeah! You look at one, it's as if he has been baptized in bitter lemon. The eyes are red. Yeah, you know those eyes which are red, they can even light a cigarette. Yeah? We entered the barracks with fear and trembling. And then we saw a signpost on the grass saying, "Do not trespass. Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again." This is what is happening here. This is crazy, yeah? Man, I was like, we have to leave the barracks, yeah? Allah. Man, it was crazy. What a way. Lockdown. 2 years in lockdown. You know, lockdown did very many things. Very many things. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Lockdown. I was watching the news. In the lockdown, a Muzungu gave birth to a black baby. Yes, a Muzungu gave birth to a black baby and blamed the husband for over drinking coffee. And the husband accepted. That's stupid. Imagine. Those Wazungu, you tell that to an African. Your wife gives birth to a Muzungu baby and you blame your husband for over drinking milk. Your husband will slap you. Man, and for me, what caught my attention was the courage of that woman and the stupidity of the husband. The courage, where she got the courage to blame coffee. I said Wazungu are courageous. I think I need just 10% of the courage of Wazungu. If you want to know how Wazungu are courageous, you watch Discovery Channel, Nat Geo Wild. Those people do things that are strange. One time I was watching Nat Geo Wild, and this Muzungu was talking about a snake. The way they described that snake, let me tell you, your heart will stop pumping. They gave us every detail, even that what was useless. What you're seeing right here is a snake. It is 67 centimeters long. It has a width of 63 meters. This snake has a size of 67 range, and this snake is left-handed. Is it kind of snake? Imagine extra details about the snake. And if this snake bites you in 3 minutes, you're dead. You're dead. Come on, let's touch it. Yay! After describing how dangerous the snake is, you tell me, Pablo, to touch it. Let me tell you, if it was me, Pablo, reporting about that snake, it would be different. First of all, my body language would tell you the emotional impact the story is doing to me. My legs would be fellowshipping. I would be speaking in installments, you know? Members. There is a snake. There is a snake. Yeah! If that snake bites you in 3 minutes, you're dead. Ready? It is me. Who touches such a snake? No, those people have courage, you know. Their courage, at times, I think it's close to madness. One time I was watching CNN, and there's this lady called Christian Amampa. She was in Baghdad. There was war, serious war. The people are going on. You'd hear the bullets. Everything was wrong. And these guys are moving from one side to another, from left to right. I said, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Christian Amampa is going where the bombs are. I said, is this woman okay? And she was there with the cameraman. Right now, we can see the Islamist terrorists are burning the place. We're going to check it out. Check it out. Check it out. And as we are going to check it, a bomb came, whoopah! And you can know the camera went down and you see smoke. And Amampa said, that was a bomb. That. We know. What are you still doing there? Hey! Amampa was there. Let me tell you, an African cannot report that kind of stuff. An African, as we report the weather and the sports, but whoa! What are we doing there? One time I was watching NTV during Sudan, the Sudan conflict, South Sudan. And there was Maurice Ochoa reporting about South Sudan, wearing bulletproof jacket with a helmet. You could see cars passing. Woo woo. He was saying, right now in Juba the tensions are high. UPDF has deployed in my house. I was like, finally! We have a reporter! about war. He told us everything, and when he was signing out, he said, for NTV, I'm Maurice Ocho at the Uganda-South Sudan border. Go to YouTube and look for that clip. I said, yeah! This man is telling us about Juba, for him is at the border. Those things are Muzungu. Yeah? Actually, I believe that this biblical man Moses of the burning bush, he must have been a Muzungu. Everything he was doing had the symptoms, qualities, and characteristics of a Muzungu. Imagine. Just imagine it. You see a burning bush. The word is burning, but it's not consumed. And then you walk towards it with all the witchcraft we have in Africa. You see a burning bush not consumed. That means there is no smoke. I think Moses was like, oh my goodness, that is so cool. I'm going to see what's there. Hey! An African sees that. Whoa! Mama Fina! They will take off. But Muzungu was like, to know that Moses was a Muzungu, yeah? He had the courtesy to ask God questions. Which African asks their boss questions? God is telling him, I have called you, who are you? You know, he's questioning God. He says, what shows that you are God? He says, put your hand in the coat. And he still doubts him and says, no. But what really confirms that you are God? He says, throw down the stick and it will turn into a snake. Moses threw it. It turned into a snake. Now, God told him, pick the stick. Hey! Hey! Pablo! God tells me pick the stick. I'll tell him, you know what, God? Let that one go. We have a whole forest. I'll get another stick. Honestly, Moses, he was asking many questions. In Uganda, you can't ask your boss a question. You get instructions, not so? Yeah. I saw it one time, our maids. They were telling her, please go, I want you to go to the market to buy ABC. She was like, yeah. Then when she went outside, I followed her and said, what have they said? She said, actually, tell me, what did they say? We don't ask questions. That's why I believe that Adam was a black man. Adam was a black man. What shows that Adam was a black man? The Bible says that when God created Adam, he was pleased with what he saw. He created all the animals and then told Adam to name the what? The animals. Then when you read further, it says, and God realized that Adam was lonely. It's only an African who will be lonely with animals. Have you ever seen Africans going to the national park to see animals? If you can do a survey here, how many have been to a national park intentionally just to see animals? You know? Where there are animals, yeah? You tell us there are babies somewhere, yeah? But animals, yeah? He saw the guy was lonely with animals. We hardly keep animals. I can confidently say this. 60% of the people here don't have pets. Who has the only pets we have are edible, like chicken, you know? If it disturbs you, you slaughter. Yeah? Yeah, Adam, look at the way he answers questions. Typical African style. God asked Adam, where are you? Those are 3 words. Where are you? Very simple, clear. Where are you? What did Adam reply? I am naked. How? You ask Pablo, where are you? There is traffic jam. Typical African, yeah? That's why they even ate the apple. Because Africans, we first eat and then we ask after. If you want to notice it, that Adam ate the apple and asked him, why did you get this? Yeah, it was, he had already eaten, not so. If you want to notice it, go to weddings and you see when they serve food buffet. People you find, those foods have funny names, eh? You can see the food, you know it. One time I failed to eat avocado because of the name. Casparius, Catanias. I said, is this avocado but Catanias, Casparius? Yeah? You know, we first go, you pack when they are serving food. A person packs all the food with everything. When they sit and bite and, oh, yeah, this one is sour. They throw under the table. They did pass us. Yeah? Hey! Africa. Allah! Yeah, that's what we do. You first eat, then you do what? You ask, and the others will come after. That's why my grandmother, for her, she loves meat. Where there is meat, there is a way. That's why she doesn't like Eve said that was apples. No wonder they had, if it was meat, maybe God would have forgiven them. She loves meat so much, and she's so spiritual that where there is meat, there is a way. That's what she says. One day we went to a party. We went to a party of a couple. They were celebrating 25 years in marriage. And this couple, because they don't eat meat, they thought everybody doesn't do what? They prepared the cabbage, or spinach, beans. And as soon as we entered the place where the party was, my grandmother held my hand and said, wait. There's no meat here. I said, you're sure? We sat. But you could see she was very uneasy. And you know the village setting, the way it is, the kitchen is always before the toilet, not so? Or the pit latrine, yeah? So she said, escort me to the pit latrine. I said, yeah, but you can't ask your grandma. So we moved. I thought we were going to the pit latrine. She gave a U-turn at 180 degrees into the kitchen. Woo! And then I heard the sounds of danger. I knew there was danger. She came out, held my hand and said, we are going back home. As we were walking to go back home, the MC said, oh, Merabu, now that you're already standing, can you lead us in the opening prayer? That was the worst mistake the MC made. This is a very bitter woman who has come for a party thinking there is meat. She got the mic and said, before I even pray, I want to thank this couple for not allowing sin to interfere in the marriage. I hate sin the way I hate vegetables. Vegetables are the problem of are the cause of all the problems we have in this world. Look at Adam and Eve. What did they eat? An apple. Apple. What is that? Vegetable. Huh? Why did Cain kill Abel? Because God refused his fruits and vegetables. If God can refuse fruits and vegetables, who are we? Who are we? She made everything spiritual. She said, when Abraham was going to slaughter Isaac, God gave him an alternative. He gave him a sheep that is meat. You think God didn't have beans? Hey! The people in the audience started, yes. They were in agreement with her. She said, look at Esau. He lost his birthright over beans. I'm telling you, all the animals were sent to death. And then they cooked the food. And she sang, to God be the glory. My grandmother gets what she wants. She's the one who told me that there's a first time for everything, yeah? She said, you don't worry. When you find something, go for it. And indeed, in life, there's a first time for everything. I'm sure there are some people who are for the very first time. Not so. Yeah. And we always learn whenever we're doing something for the first time. I remember the first time I boarded an aeroplane. Nobody told me what to expect. Pablo goes to the airport. I enter the aeroplane. Then I saw danger. The air hostess started giving us instructions of death. That in case the aeroplane gets problems, you will see things jumping. And you put on your nose, I said, Pablo, I'm finished. I didn't write my will. Then we went. While we are moving, they started serving food. And where I come from, I was told, you don't just eat foie. And for me, I knew that it was for paying. They brought food. Will you take beef or vegetable? I said, no, fasting. My neighbor was eating everything. Bring. I was like, my neighbor must be very rich. They bring drinks. She drinks. Then, at some point, hunger was killing me. And I told this lady, how much is the food? She said, oh, no. The food is on the ticket price. I said, I called the air hostess. She said, no, fasten your seatbelt. We are landing. Hey! Hey! I said, Pablo, I'm suffered. But, thank God, there was a connection flight. As soon as I entered, the air hostess came and said, will you have beef or vegetable? I said, both of the three, just bring. I ate like I'd been hired, you know. Oh! Me, I'll never forget the first time they introduced a buffet in our village. You know, when I was young, we were used to collective contribution. If, let's say, Ferguson's wedding, our family was known for potatoes. We bring potatoes, the other ones bring matoke. You cook together in the banana plantation and you eat. One day a rich man said, no. I'll bring caterers. And you know when they are serving food, if you notice it, by the way, when you go to a party, don't just go into the line. First see how they have laid the table. Because they start with hard foods, you know. Cassava, millet, potatoes. You will find the meat at the end. So, I go with my uncle to the line. For him, he was motivated by food. He saw potato and said, this one is nice, put kada. He saw cassava, alright, kada. Put everything. Then he realized Irish, there was no room on the table, on the plate. He got Irish, put in the coat, kada. Yeah, survival of the fittest. Then, by the time he reached the meat, there was no space. He said, what do we do? I said, now what? He looked at me and said, cover me. I stood in an angle. He slid the potato and kicked it under the table. He said, these ones we have at home. And those days, chapat was a rare commodity. Chapati! Yeah! Hey! Getting a chapati! It was a rare commodity. He reached there and he didn't know where to put the chapat. He said, I'm not dying with this. He got the chapat and put it under the plate like a table mat. Yeah! Necessity is the mother of invention, yeah? That was the first time for everything. You can't die in your own movie. Actually, talking about death, if you're planning to go to Umbale, I'm warning you, this is the year. Yeah, people are going to be dying in installments. It's a year of circumcision. Hey, Imbaru. Let me tell you, that's why I don't like free things. My Mugisu friend, we used to call her BMW. She was called Brenda Mujoloto Wasieba. Mujoloto tells me, Pablo, by then we just joined an NGO, and she said, Pablo, we go to Mbale. Don't worry, everything, all expenses covered. Yeah. I said, wow, let me go to Mbale. She took me to Mbale. I didn't know it was an even year. We go to Mbale. We reach Mbale, I see people dancing. I said, what are these people doing? Center. She tells me, those people are just happy, it's like a wedding. It's okay. We go to the hotel. I check in. She says, now come and I take you to my parents. When we reached her home, they started speaking Rugisu. Mulembe, Otiana, Ariana. When they're speaking as if they're eating something hot. So, that was okay. I've enjoyed free food, free hotel. But then I noticed that the mother and father were talking while looking at me, and there was a sense of happiness. I was like, it's okay. Then I asked about your parents are looking at me. What are they saying? I said, oh no, you're asking me who you are. And I told them you're my friend. And yeah, I'm like, okay. I continued eating. Then the last born came and said, how are you? Hey, thank you for robbing my sister. Hey, you're robbing my sister. They have said that you are going to marry her. Oh! Who said that? Yes. Did you hear what they were telling you? Hey, they said they are even going to practice culture. Mine didn't know what they were saying. So, I continue eating. Then I go to the hotel. 30 minutes later, I see people coming with millet and other things. Then I saw Mujoloto. She had changed. She was well smeared herself and wearing a small dress. They were coming to the hotel. I took off. When I jumped the window, I said, hula, what's the hula? They said, he's like, hey, hey. Hey, they were holding knives. I said, Pablo, I'm finished. I saw my death. Thankfully, there was a taxi going to Kampala. There were 3 people missing. I jumped in the taxi. I said, I will pay for the extra 2. Let us go. Hey! Let me tell you, free things are expensive. They are very expensive. Free things have never been free. Yeah? You see people telling you that a promotion. Buy 3 drinks, get 1 for free. That's not a promotion. The promotion should be buy 1 and get 3 for free. That's the promotion, not so. Yes. There are promotions I don't understand, you know. Even football. They say free kick. It has never been a free kick. By the time they give you that kick, somebody has kicked somebody. Not so. Somebody has kicked somebody and that person is in pain. Is that free? This person can even lose their career because of that. How free is that free kick? Okay, let's assume it's a free kick. If it's a free kick, why do you put a wall to block the ball? Why don't you remove and say it is free, let us hit? You see? Free things have never been free. One time, my friend invited me for free. Said, Pablo, come. It is free. We have a fundraising dinner. It's for free. How can a fundraising dinner be for free? The major word there is fundraising, not so. That means you're going to raise funds. I said, don't worry. That dinner is okay. It can go. Yes. Free things have never been what? Things have never been free. That's why I realized here people are very calm, very easy. They are not fighting for things. People, there's a sense of freedom. I walked through Gulu. People are calm. I think even everybody knows their taxi. They just board and go. I said, oh, the silence during the day is very okay. Apart from those who are passing saying, Raga, don't miss a Raga night. But apart from that, everything is calm. Not so. But at night, the reverse is true. I was here last night. But during the day, things are calm. In Kampala, if you are not shouting, nobody is hearing you. You have to shout. You hear people shouting in the Kampala. Taxi conductors, it is 6 a.m. People are shouting. You even become related. Brother, sister, uncle, or gender. You even don't know the fella, but at that point you're a relative. You're a relative until you enter the taxi and it's time to pay. They don't know you. Yeah? They are shouting, kare. Everybody is what? Shouting. By the way, if you don't know where you're going, in the evening you'll get lost. Because in the morning they have energy. They are shouting. Kare, Ruzirab Golobi. They have energy. Then the sun starts. The sun starts hitting them. Midday. Ruzirab Golobi. Ruzirab Golobi. In the evening they are finished. What was Ruzirab Golobi in the morning? Ruzirab Golobi in the evening. Is now Zira Goro. You'll be very lucky to know where you're going. If you're not shouting, nobody is hearing. One time I saw a street preacher. The street preacher was on one side and a guy selling tomatoes on the other side. The street preacher was saying, it's as if God was saying tomatoes are for 500. I said, what? Man, we live in a chaotic world, not so? It's extremely chaotic. Man. And I like what Owakabi said. Owakabi said that every job has its occupational hazards, not so? Even if they gave you a job of sleeping, you resign. At some point you'll get bored and say, I'm tired of sleeping. Every job has occupational hazards. I used to think comedy did. One day I almost quit. They invited me to South Sudan. You've been to South Sudan? Those guys are tall. I went to the bathroom, I couldn't find my height in terms of the urinals. All of them were here. I said, huh? I said, what is happening here? I went to South Sudan. We reached the check-in at the Juba counter. They couldn't see me in the line because the counter is designed for tall people. They kept saying next. The guy behind me was looking at him. The guy said, why don't you come? I said, there's somebody down there. Those guys are tall. You look at a guy's trouser, you can use it as a curtain. That's like the length. You just put like 3 trousers and you're covered. So, I got South Sudan. They told them that Pablo is coming to South Sudan. And those guys are serious. They are not joking subjects, by the way. Never underestimate the power of the South Sudanese. So, these guys went to YouTube. And they watched everything I've ever done. I think they even had homework, you know. They learn everything. I think, Now, for me, Pablo, I wanted to be relevant. I went and started researching about South Sudan. I read about Riek Machar. I read about Salva Kiir. I read about all the bad blacks of South Sudan. I said in Barina, today, you're going to see who Pablo is. I went there. I cracked the first joke. They looked at me. I cracked the second one. They started laughing slightly. The third one, the fourth. I said, Pablo, you're dying. But something in me said, just go on. Die a good death. I continued until I said, that is my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. 3 guys stood up and said, no, Pablo, no. There are some jokes you've left out. There are some jokes you've left out. Ooh. I looked at these guys. I said, which jokes? The guy said, hello, let me tell you, Pablo. I had a heavy accent and a bass. First of all, he was tall. I was looking up to him. He had a bass. His skin was now even not black. It was like blue. He had started turning like iodine. The guy said, Pablo, there are some jokes you have left. There's this joke, I watched it, of the short people. The guy told me the joke, how it is on YouTube from beginning to end. I said, you tell us that one. I said, but you've just said the joke. The guy said, tell us that one. I was still trying to understand the situation. The promoter came and said, Pablo, please, you tell the joke. The man is a general. He will shoot you. Hey! I'm telling you, I told you the joke. I started the joke. The way the man started it, the man started laughing. The people were laughing. At some point, the man even stopped me and said, Pablo, you wait. There's this part you have left out. Hey! Then I said the part, and the man said, hey! When I finished the joke, I knew we are finished. He told the son, is that the one you wanted? The son said, no, there's another one. Hey!